Hey, it is Monday evening, and we're about to go back in time and watch the horrific weekend that was, as you see me doing my first solo Ludum Dare. So I've done it before, but with people, and this one I shot for the compo, which is 48 hours of game jamming, and you get judged on things like how well you stuck to the theme and stuff. So hopefully it's interesting, and yeah, without further ado, I give you Ludum Dare 37. One room, that's the Ludum Dare theme. Of all the great themes that I really wanted to get, we got one room, which is fine, it's just really broad. I wanted something that was more directed. Also, I think the kettle's on, so if you can hear that, I apologise. I've got some ideas. They're kind of stupid. They're a little bit more story because I don't want to just do like a mechanical one room thing. That just seems a bit obvious of like, oh look, there's only one level in the game. So I was thinking, yeah, do a story type thing. Yeah, it's 10:30 roughly. It's 35 degrees. It's fucking hot. I only had like 3 hours sleep, but 2 p.m. Yeah, getting pretty tired. Yeah, had a pretty big light night last night, and it's kind of just hit me now. Now I'm just kind of going through Facebook and Instagram and not doing much. But I came up with an idea, and I've worked on it, and I've kind of got it sort of. Well, this is what I did. I made this, and you can like drag and drop these little kind of tetronimo things. They're not tetronimos, but it's just buggy as shit. And oh, there you go. So you're meant to be able to like snap them together like that, but sometimes they just don't work. And I don't know why they're not working. Because the code is so simple. I'm back 2 seconds later. I got it all working, and I just shuffled around things. I'm still gonna blame Game Maker because I'm petty, but it's working now, and that's all that matters. So there you go. Got a coffee, heading home. It's actually not that hot anymore. It's about 27, and the wind is in, so it's nice to open up the windows and shit, and actually get some work done. Fresh air, the sea breeze, so good. So I realised I hadn't actually said what I was going to do for a game yet, just that Game Maker was pissing me off. But now I've got coffee and I'm all good. So the theme is one room, and of all the themes that it could have been, that's probably the one I wanted the least. So originally I had this idea of like, I wanted to do something like, oh, no one's gonna think of this. So I was just thinking really weird things. I thought of like the number one room, so like a room just for the number one. And I kind of had this idea of it being like a trophy room. So if you were like a sports star and you could like go through his room of all these trophies, and then like you'd find the one second place trophy that he got, and then like go back in time and have to like change history so that you would win and it would be the number one room. And I kind of thought that was alright. And then I kind of thought something better might be, I want to make like kind of like a Luminous Tetris type puzzle thing, but where you just have to like arrange furniture in increasingly small spaces. And I thought I could make like a Japanese removal company, and they have to just like, the rooms just get smaller and smaller and more furniture, and that's kind of the the puzzle, and I'm not really good at making puzzles either, but I think I can do this one pretty easily because I can basically just make the room, like draw the shape of the room, it's like a grid, and then divide that into lots of different shapes, and then get those shapes, shuffle them up and give them back to the person. And it's just a puzzle, like a jigsaw, but kind of present it like flashy and like an old, like a Japanese kind of one of those crazy commercials. Hopefully that kind of aesthetic or that joke isn't too overplayed, but yeah, I think it's going good. I fixed all the little buggy things. Morning. I'm on the roof near the penthouse. I don't live there, so I'm going to be quiet because I don't want to wake people up. It's about 5:30 in the morning. And this might be an abrupt cut from yesterday, but I got this really bad migraine, so I had to go to bed, and I just fell asleep at about 8:30. So I woke up really early. I slept terribly. I'm really going to get started. It's really cool now, I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of like foggy or misty or whatever because it's so early. But yeah, I got pretty much the mechanics and everything are working perfectly. I got all the like scoring system, which I thought was going to be like super fiddly. I got that done pretty well. I had a coffee and ended up kind of going a bit crazy, I think. But I got lots done, so it's just a lot of art now, and the puzzles themselves, like I'm worried that they're too easy or something, because they're kind of easy to make or to design, but I've got a few different like curveball mechanics to throw in there in the later levels and stuff. There we go. That's it. It's getting there, sort of. I need to do a whole bunch of like cool little flashy stuff, like making the screen shake and stuff. But yeah, the puzzle thing is in place. I've like drawn a whole bunch down here. Yeah. So I'm doing pretty well, I think. I spent ages this morning just doing all like the colour stuff, getting the palette looking good, and I'm pretty happy with that now. It's got a little bit of it's getting a bit Monument Valley, which I was kind of worried about. I didn't want it to kind of bite on that too much, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it looks, and it kind of plays pretty well, I think. The dropping things in. I'm still not sure if I want to have them snap to a grid while you're holding them, so they kind of like run along the grid in the air, and that way you know where you can drop them. But I haven't had any problems like dropping things in the wrong spot or anything, so I think it works like how it is. It just comes down to what feels better if I'm going to change it. So I'm just playing it now, but yeah, I'm gonna do. I came up with a name for it: Super Nippon Removal Ascension of Extend. So that sounded pretty Japanese, but I've got to make some little beats for it, which will be fun. I'm gonna do that in Ableton. I might do that now actually because I'm getting a bit bored. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard once you've done all like art stuff and the UI and how it looks, not to then feel like the game is done, because it kind of looks done. But yeah, I don't know. I got to do some sound as well, some nice little like. So, just taking a break. Just had a shower. It's 5 o'clock, and I'm feeling pretty good actually. I woke up this morning and I was like, fuck. I'm being too lax about this, but I think I'm kind of on top of things. Yeah, I've been just doing. I did a bunch of sounds just now, and they're all kind of very like poppy. I think that's sort of important. Just, you know, and I've tried to make as many different sounds as possible, just for like every possible thing you're doing, just so there's a bit of feedback. But yeah, basically, I mean, the game is basically a jigsaw puzzle, so I'm just trying to make it as kind of engaging as possible and do all this, like, give you all this feedback that a jigsaw doesn't. What else have we been doing? I kind of came up with like an ending. I won't ruin it. I don't want to spoil it. I don't know. I'm just kind of chilling a little bit. Yeah, just working on like the transitions between the levels, trying to make that like really kind of flashy and rewarding. And I've kind of, that's the only time that shows you like things that are not in the like 9-color palette or whatever. Kind of, it's like a little experiment to see if that, like, because your brain will notice if, like, because you've been watching these same 9 colors the whole time, that suddenly it's like, oh look, some other color, and whether or not people play it and go like, ugh, because suddenly the colors are different, or if they kind of think, oh, that was exciting, you know, your brain does it. I don't know, maybe it's just all garbage. I've been awake for too long. It's really foggy. It's never foggy here. It's crazy, like the harbour and everything, like you can see. Like, yeah, it's nuts. The weather's like, yesterday was like 37 degrees or something, and today is just like fog, and it's cool. But yeah, I'll get back to it. I'll probably do like one more vlog or something. And then it's 1:30 in the morning, Monday morning. The game is completely finished. Yeah, it's done. I'm really happy with it. Better than I thought it would have been. It's everything I wanted it to be when I first like imagined this crazy game. You know. Yeah, I'm just really tired and I feel very unshaven. I tried to export the game to HTML5 just then, and there's just all these like graphics glitches and shit. And I don't think I'll be able to fix them because it's just Game Maker is fucking shit. Even though they sell you the HTML5 module for money and it's broken, and then they don't fix it and there's nothing you can do about it. So, oh, what are you gonna do? Yeah. That's I don't think of anything else to say. Done. It's finished. It's uploaded. It's on the site. It's 9:17 Western Australian time, and it's done. It's all finished. I've uploaded the code, the source code. It's on itch. I've got a GIF. Tweeted about it. Everything's done. And now I've got to take my mother to a doctor's appointment. It couldn't be better. It couldn't be better. So there you go. That was it. It was pretty intense. And I was only recording at the parts when I felt good, so it got pretty rough. But thanks for watching. If you want to see more stuff like this, please like and subscribe to my channel. And go check out the game. There's a link in the description to the itch.io page. I do games all the time, tiny little game jams like this. So yeah, give us a look if you feel like that, or don't. I don't mind. That's it.